I'm sorry to... You Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife. What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends, Mark, and your son.
Get out! Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
Listen, you help me, I can help you. Just looking for some give and take. I'll start. Take this.
You want to drudge up my pain again? For a little serum? What's worse is, I'm gonna let you. I'm desperate, and you're taking advantage.
The son Scott and I had was everything to me. The only thing I had while Scott worked and worked, just doling out all his love into his research. Not for some greater good, but for his own ego. All he cared about was being seen as a hero in abundance. And all the while, his son was mutating. When Scott finally realized it, it was too much for him. He snapped. Wanted us to hide our kid. Then threw himself even deeper into his damned work. Mark was one of our friends. When he found out what was happening, he tried to make my stupid genius of a husband leave his research. Scott knew better, though, of course. And our son got arrested and taken away with the other mutants. Scott just kept going. So convinced he could find a cure. So convinced he even finally managed to get Mark to buy into it all. And the two went away for a long time. I don't know where. I just knew I was done. So I filed for divorce. And he came back empty-handed and to an empty home. Later, I heard Mark disappeared too. He was probably looking for a cure to satisfy Scott's inability to just let it go. But I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. I lost my son and my husband. And now I take petty sums of serum to relive it all again. Please. Please, just leave me alone now.
Hell, I
Make
can
the
feel
slightest
for what
move,
the
you're
old man's
dead
been
man.
through. I've known some folks myself who went through the same thing. Terrible. Breaks couples up and stress of never being able to have kids again.
Why never again?
Because they sterilize families who've had a mutant to make sure they don't have no more.
It's sad, but it's the only way to protect our own kind. At least now I understand why the professor's so...
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I talked to Scott's ex-wife.
So, what did she say?
It's an awful story. Her son. Anyway, their son was struck by mutation. They took him away from them, of course, but it made Scott go crazy, and he was convinced that he could find a remedy. He asked for your father's help, so they left together, and were gone for a long time. Their exploration apparently didn't lead to anything concrete for the boy, and Scott descended into madness. And then one day, Mark left. His ex thinks that it was to bring back something useful for his research, and he never came back.
Shit. So my father's disappearance is related to that poor kid? It's really awful what they must have gone through. That explains a lot about why he's so crazy, and also why he behaves as if we were his kids. Thank you, Zach. That doesn't answer all my questions, far from it, but I have a better grasp of what happened. My father disappeared by helping his best friend who was going through a rough patch and wanted to heal his child. It's a sad but beautiful story, isn't it? I'm gonna think about all this. Thank you again.
You're not like other girls, are you?
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Or are you being a wise ass?
You took on a tough job. Driving places you don't know, taking soldiers on missions, scouting the front lines.
It's easy to do anything when you love what you do. I love not being stuck under a roof. Getting out there, you know? You call it tough, I call it lucky.
Exactly why I said you're different. Average person, girl or guy, lives on the safe side. They may not love the city, but they know it, so they stay there.
Life's what you make of it, and I want to make it an adventure. So if you're looking for some dangerous escapades, I know a girl.
Think I may just take her up on that.
You is one of them Technomancers, ain't ya? Heard about you. One of them fancy officers supposed to be our protectors.
We do what we can.
Then maybe you the man I should ask for help. You see, I got a daughter. Prettiest thing you ever seen, ever seen. So sweet and kind and everything a mom'd ever want in a baby girl. Kind of daughter makes you just bubble with pride. But she's gone now. Just disappeared. And I know you ain't know her, but I promise she ain't the kind of girl who just leave her mama without no word. It's them Vori done took her. I know it. Took her and forcing her to do heaven knows what. Horrible things I can't imagine. You gotta help. You've got to help her, Mr. Mancer.
I'll do my best. What's her name?
Sarah. Her name is Sarah. Thank you so much, sir. I can't say how good it is for you to help a woman like me. Thank you, sir. Thank you for my baby girl and me.
You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off! Come on, guys, let's get it! Wanted here, pal. Piss off!
I heard you put an end to the smugglers' trafficking, Mr. Mancer. I am disappointed.
Why's that?
My concern? Oh no, I simply admired the man. Not for the income he scraped from his beggar army, but rather for the pressure he managed to put on the merchants without lifting a finger. With that said, anything having to do with crime is my concern. Maybe you will remember the next time before you stick your fingers in my pies. Now tell me, what do you want?
I'm looking for a prostitute named Sarah.
And you wouldn't be the only one. She was quite the popular menu item for the boys at the barracks, until she disappeared, like a puff of once lucrative smoke. You catch wind of her, you'll let me know. I'd be much obliged. Wish I could give you a bearing, but the truth of the matter is, the doll simply disappeared, along with a potential profit I'm not happy to have seen go with her, but would pay to see returned, with or without some added bruising as a lesson in running off.
I can't give you the cargo you wanted. Sorry.
You're sorry? You are. Not half as sorry as I am. I thought we could collaborate, Mancer. Had high hopes, but your lack of execution reveals yet another army dog. How disappointing. I am afraid your loyalty is very much misplaced. A couple slum merchants seem to be facing some mild forgetfulness on the issue of protection serum. I'd love it if you perhaps help jog their memories for me.
Can do.
I'm going to send some company along with you to lend a gentle hand, to make sure that the lessons learned and the payment, preferably in serum, finds my hungry little hands by day's end, whether they want to pay or not.
I gotta go.
Then go.
So you find my girl yet?
Popular young girl you got there. Word is the mob's looking for her too, but she slipped away. Maybe one of her regular clients could help.
Oh, well, let me think. There was one fella was deep into my Sarah, if you catch my drift. Spent all his serum, time, attention on my baby girl. John Labor, I believe. Fella from the slums. But if you're gonna find him there, you have to go at day's end. During daylight, the boy works round them military warehouses with the rovers.
No way I'm gonna find the girl's client at this hour. Probably working. I'll just come back later tonight. Hey there.
Officer, hello! What can I do for the fine officer today? Check out my merchandise. I have everything you'd ever need for hunting.
You've been falling a little behind on your payments lately, huh? You know damn well if you want your shop protected, it comes with a price.
Yes, no, I know. Of course, it slipped my mind. My apologies. Here's everything I owe. I'm so sorry. Again.
I know you're coming to get me, but I've got protection now. Hired them myself. I'm sick of getting pushed around, extorted, by you or anyone else.
Damn shame. If you were a little more reasonable, it might not have come to this.
Hey, no! Don't hurt me! I'm just trying to defend my business. Please, here, take my serum.
You want to defend your business? Then pay when you're told. That's simple. But no, you wanted to hire a little muscle to fight back. That was dumb. That was very, very dumb. That's gonna cost you. Break it. Make him an example for the others.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. If I kill him, he's not gonna be around to pay next time. Doesn't seem like good business. I think he learned his lesson. Taking what he owes Anton and nothing more.
Maybe you ain't understanding. It wasn't a suggestion. It was an order. You ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off! Ain't wanted here, pal. Piss off!
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
Here's your serum.
Well done, my friend. We are friends, aren't we? Your reputation's well earned, violent and efficient. Here's a little something for your troubles. Can't say I'm altogether pleased with your tactics toward this merchant or your aggressiveness towards my men.
Either I gained restraint or you lost a revenue stream. Figured I made the right call.
You didn't. Restraint is weakness, and weakness is, well, bad for business. So, let's say we try this again, with another little mission. One of the opposition's contacts is waiting for delivery. I didn't want to press too hard by assigning you to something so trivial until the merchandise got confiscated by a guard. You'll find the contraband hidden in the barracks. You know the place intimately, I'm sure, so I'm counting on you making sure that this withdrawal gets to our client discreetly.
Nothing's ever that easy, but I'll see what I can do. I gotta go.
Then go.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Captain Eliza told me to come find you for my pay.
Indeed, I've been expecting you. Here you go.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I've returned, Great Master, with the relic from the Aurora evacuation. It's a tablet filled with text, and I don't have a clue how to decipher it.
A glorious day. You have no idea what this means, Zachariah. The language is indeed difficult, and most no longer have the knowledge or ability to understand it. Most, but not me. I will begin deciphering immediately. We will know soon enough the vast wealth of secrets it holds. Sean was certainly right in his appraisal of you. Your worth has already proven to be infinitely valuable. A word of warning, Zachariah. Words spreading about your missions. Things you've been able to accomplish, filled with troubling details that imply you have a mole in your midst. If there is an ASC spy amongst your ranks, he will not only know our secret, but eventually share it back to his master. We will, in no uncertain terms, be lost. All will be lost. So take care. And take care of it. Sooner rather than later.
Thank you for the warning. I assure you, I will get to the root of this. Gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but ask away and we'll see which questions I feel like answering.
How was your rise to Captain earned?
Over time. But by no special action by me. Graduated as a corporal, and thanks to the brave men underneath me, their success and missions became mine in rank. No heroic feats to dazzle you with in stories. Just a lot of time and dedication that I'm proud of just the same.
What do you think of us?
Honestly, Lieutenant? I'm not quite sure yet. You Technomancers are new to me. Undoubtedly special, and capable of feats my other units couldn't dream of accomplishing, but time will tell. That said, I've been quite impressed. I thought it was the definition of insanity to send you and so few of your men on some of those missions. Missions I would have anticipated needing 10 times the manpower for. So far, you've proven me wrong. A rare feat in itself. So even though it's taking some time getting used to, I couldn't be happier you're one of my troops.
You from Ophir?
Born and raised. Father was an officer. Mother was a quartermaster. And I've rarely ventured outside the walls but for a few scattered missions. Sound familiar, Lieutenant?
Very familiar, Captain. Except my parents weren't officers.
Which makes your rise even more noble, Lieutenant.
Captain, all Aurora tunnels were destroyed. If they're gonna get back into the city, they'll have to come up with another way.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Lieutenant. Find Ryan and get your pay.
It was well earned.
Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but ask away and we'll see which questions I feel like answering.
Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens.
Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell. Yay.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. See my folks, I guess. They ain't getting any younger, so... And I give most of my paycheck to them, because I'm the only one they got left. Sister died. And I ain't married, so... When I ain't with them, I'm at the bar. Drowning the shitstorm that my life's become. Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid enough to help them out and buy my own drinks, so... What's there to complain about?
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown-nose his way to a promotion. Fucking reject. And no, he ain't my friend, if you haven't pieced that together.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
I can't open it without a code.
At your command, Lieutenant. Hey, Lieutenant. So nice to take a break, right? I wonder if I should go out for a walk. Some fresh air. your command, Lieutenant.
Have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Like, just you and me, or?
Yeah, just you and me. I like to know my men.
Wow, that's... yeah, that'd be a huge honor, Lieutenant.
So what's your life like when you're not on duty?
Tell you the truth, Lieutenant, not much to tell. I try to visit the city, make some friends, you know, because I don't really know too many folks yet. And my whole family's back in Greenhope, which is kind of too far to travel for my leave. And, oh yeah, there's also, you know, I try to still do some hunting. Though there's not much more than small critters in the underworks. Not a great hobby for the city.
You have a good childhood?
Oh yeah, you know it, Lieutenant. Really nice growing up, running around in the fields. Father gave me a crossbow, and I spent my time helping the farmers shoot critters hurting their crops. They were good times, Lieutenant, but everybody's got to grow up and move on. There was a lot of hunters in Greenhope, too. Plus, I always dreamed of being a soldier. Mostly, though, because there was a girl back home who loved men in uniform, so... Off I went to the big city to join up. And, you know, since I was a sharpshooter, they signed me up and sent me here. Still not used to it. All the buildings, all the folks, all the concrete. But I'm happy, though. At your command, Lieutenant.
How do you like Dave? You guys get along?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, he's not always the happiest guy in the world, but it's probably because he didn't have an easy life. He's always talking about how his life was nothing before 126 and joining the army, and that his family's all he's got. He's kind of bitter, but he's probably got a right to be. I always cheer him up, though, hoping he'll loosen up over time.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah? During their assassination plot, Roar's diversion attempts destroyed some of our city's roofs, forcing us to evacuate blocks of citizens to protect them from the sun. We need the repairs done, and done quickly. But instead of working on the repairs where they're damn well needed, fucking mutants have now chosen to revolt. Put an end to it, Lieutenant. Get them back to work so our city can get back to living.
Will do, Captain. Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but ask away and we'll see which questions I feel like answering.
Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. Brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters, deviants, and rebels have risen in numbers. And they're a great source of intel, however they get it. I sleep better at night not knowing the means. But I've always thought the army was strength enough, that the ASC was overkill. I trust you won't repeat anything I've said, Lieutenant. I'd hate for both of us to find ourselves enemies of the state over a little frank conversation.
My lips are sealed, Captain, and I appreciate your candor and trust, more than you know. Feels like a Greenhope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong. Everything's clean in here. Looks just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC. This must be a tip of his parents. His damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here, and the names of every single person we saw together. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. Guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so damn powerful.
Lieutenant?
I know you're a drinking man, so what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way. So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave. Been reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
And what? You think I ever had a choice in the matter? Think I had the option to say no?
I don't care. All I know is they got all the intel they wanted on me from one of my own soldiers, and I don't know why. What's your angle, Dave? You bitter you got a Mancer as your lieutenant? I thought we were past all that. What'd they promise you? Promotion? Better pay?
Nothing but a promise they wouldn't hurt my parents. Is that a good enough reason? I don't like the ASC. Don't like what they're doing to Abundance. Don't like what they're doing to me. I don't like the deal they offered, and I don't like I didn't have a choice but to accept it. I ain't got no one but my folks since my sister died. Not that I expect you to shed a tear for me, but if I gotta choose between them and you, sorry, brother. You're on the losing end of that. If it helps, though, I don't think you're the full prick you were before we had this little chat. In fact, I might even have liked you in another time and place. But you're in deep shit now. And it's shit I don't want to get pulled into with you.
Dave, I'm sorry, but a rat's a rat, and there's only one way to make it any different.
At least let me die with a weapon in my hand.
How? Why? I'm still shaking.
Must have been those Aurora bastards.
Ready to try your plan out?
Ha! Yeah, absolutely, Lieutenant.
All right. Just out on a stroll, right?
Yeah, just a stroll. He won't suspect anything. Let's head out this way. We should probably go right now. We can head down this alley and over towards the archives. We'll pass security, and there's a chance he might get suspicious, but I think we'll be fine.
Did you hear? We finally got the psychopath who took a hostage.
Don't look now, but we'll gain the tail, Lieutenant.
How?
Let's just keep heading this way a bit
Technomancer
further, I
office.
think.
The whole thing was completely nuts.
Sir. Yeah, there we go. He's following us. Just gotta keep him with us until we get to the dead-end street past the checkpoint. We'll corner him there. Dead end's right there. We just gotta get him in there, and we'll have him trapped. We'll finally know who our spy is, Lieutenant.
Who the hell are you? Why are you following us?
You got nowhere to run. You're surrounded. Fuck! Let's take a look around. May find something that'll help explain why he's tailing us.
The hell is this? Looks like a notebook. And I'm willing to bet it's Technomancer behind all this shit. Looks like the little rat reported me to the ASC.
What? Really? Why would another Mancer tell on you? And for what? You're a great lieutenant, sir. You haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, well, let's just say Alan's not exactly a fan. But this time, the little shit's gone too far. He's gonna give me an explanation.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I found the mole. David Ward was running lines for the ASC.
In these times, spies are everywhere. They used to be like rats, but now bear more resemblance to cockroaches. Should you see one, you can be certain 100 more reside in the walls, each placed there while their arms were twisted by the ASC. So, what happened with this Ward?
He's dead.
As hard as it must have been to dispense of one of your own, no, it was for the best. A man's secrets die with him.